Hello everybody, welcome to the Tiger's Den and welcome back to the Tiger Vlogs, where we once again are talking about stuff and things and happenings or something. Um, it's been a week of a lot of different emotions, different thoughts, different things going on, really. Um, but all in all, I'd say it's been a good week. You know, the changes to how things are going on YouTube with this demonetization bot. Yes, it's hitting me too, but I don't really care. Um, it's hitting some of my stuff, but then again, it's hitting me in the same manner it's hitting Jack Frags and others. And for me, since this isn't my livelihood, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't remove any sort of income I have. But and I can imagine for a lot of others, like um, a few of the Danish YouTubers I'm watching, Fuglet, and a few others, they're not as big, so they might be hit harder by this than others. But hopefully it'll be a good change in the end. But we'll see. I guess we'll just have to see. But eh, time goes by no matter what. And time going by, yeah. This last week we've had quite a few lessons that that have given me eye openers to why projects and jobs and such have failed, both private life and professionally over the years. It's it's becoming so clear now with the information I'm getting that uh, the fish rots from the head, they say, and yes, shut up, clock. And yes, if you don't have a good leadership in a project, it's gonna go to hell. No matter how good the people at the bottom are, it's gonna go to hell if the leadership isn't aboard or doing the job correctly. And we're talking about people either micromanaging or just leaving it to be. You need that middle way. So it's kind of been good for my own self confidence to realize that projects have failed not because of something I've done, but rather of things I have no way of controlling. I've had no way of controlling the circumstances around it, so uh, it's made me calm down a bit. Uh, in in connection to old projects I've been a part of, and yeah, it's a load on my shoulders, which is good, really good. Uh, it's been kind of stressful this last week too because in introducing new routines for me has made other things almost fall out and fall away and forgetting things. So where's the self confidence from uh, from realizing that earlier projects haven't been on me, that being boosted, has kind of fallen away with my next thought. I've been having this YouTube channel going somewhat over a year now, and I've had a routine for a while. I even had one video every single day, and for a little while I at least one video every single day, but on some days I even had two. So the routine was there. I was managing that. I was getting my, I was working out, and then and things in my personal life was okay. Or private life, not personal, private. Uh, and because of this new routine of the courses, and the things we have to do on our spare time to make sure that the course goes correctly, I end up forgetting routines that are, they're so set in my day-to-day life. I don't know how I could forget it. And it's throwing me off balance, because we're not just talking about making videos or such. We're talking about things as primal as forgetting to eat. Or forgetting to brush my teeth in the morning and the evening, or such things. It's so frustrating, because I feel like I have to make a conscious thought and effort on remembering that, okay, now I have to brush my teeth, now I have to do this, and so on. And it makes me feel like an idiot, because I can't imagine other people having this. So I question myself, what's wrong with me? What's going on? Why am I like this? What the hell is going on? And having that on top of the fact that we're in October now. And I don't know if I've talked about this before, but autumn has never been my best time, or fall, or whatever you want to call it. There are so many memories and feelings associated to this time of year that it throws a spanner in the works there. Now, granted, it's been a few years, and things are getting a lot better, and normally at the start of October, or over the last years, I shouldn't say normally, over the last few 10 years, maybe more, the start of October has been a major low point for me. I've been really down in the dumps. I've been feeling so bad. And it's been a detriment to my everyday life, jobs and personal life and so on. It's been annoying to not have any control over it, but I feel like I'm gaining control over it now, and then all of a sudden we have this this introduction of a new routine that shouldn't really be a problem. The production of videos and day-to-day tasks has nothing to do with my classes. I'm able to do that mostly during the daytime, but I choose to do it in the evening time also, because I feel like I get a lot more out of it then. So it's so weird introducing these things that shouldn't introducing these things that shouldn't really be an issue, and they end up being, I don't know what they end up being, and I end up being out of focus. Hello, my focus is back here. Hi. Sorry, I need to adjust that. So, and with these thoughts, I've picked up more and more drawing, and it's been good. Been an outlet. So I drew. One is already up in the store already, but I drew. I drew that one. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, that I call that the Hungry Heart. Um, then there's that guy. I've just finished the Dark Tower, the audiobooks. So I call him Dandelo. Some of you might recognize that. And recently I had the inspiration of another drawing for the collection that is based on not erotic, but yeah, those the celebration of women. I call the collection. So it's up in the store, but I have an inspiration for a new drawing, which is kind of fun and sad at the same time, because it's the thing that started the whole drawing phase with me was an inspiration of a friend of mine. At the time, she was my crush. She was I just huge crush on her, but and it moved on to being I latched on too hard to that feeling and to that idea, but before I did that, it turned into a series of drawings that I've shown you guys before, and it also turned into a story, a written story, a fantasy. Not really connected to her, but that's what popped it up. But recently, she's become more absent, and with good reason. I don't blame her at all, because she's found somebody, and I was afraid that it would hurt, because last time this is quite a while ago. Last time she said she'd found somebody, I had that stabbing pain in my side, you know. And it annoyed me because I didn't know why. I didn't understand why, but I've understood why at a later point. But this time around, I was afraid of what was going to pop up. But it kind of worked out. It kind of worked out in the end, which was good. So I'm sitting here with a sense of happiness, but it also gave me an idea of how to round off that whole world thing, fantasy, whatever. But and hopefully I'll be able to realize this soon. And most people won't understand it, but I'll understand it, and hopefully she'll understand it. And so yeah, I'm ranting and I flew off. But she's one of those influences in my life that I'm at the moment. I feel like I'm missing. I'm missing something, someone. And it's not just one person I'm missing. I'm missing several people. I don't know where they've gone. But is it for the better or for the worse? I don't know. I really don't know. And it's so weird. It's so strange to actively know that somebody is gone from your life, but you can't determine if they were a good influence or not. she's definitely been a good influence on me. She's prodded me to do things I've never had the courage to do, and she's kind of poked me on and challenged me to to get new horizons up and running. So yeah, I have a lot of things to thank her for. So she's definitely been a good influence, and I'm happy for her. She deserves this big time. She does. Um, but yeah, and this truth or realization of seeing people in my life go on, do their own thing. Yeah, it's made me think of things you don't realize. And I want to tell you one of the truths about having YouTube as a hobby. And for a lot of people out there, hobbies are something you do to relax and to have a creative outlet or an outlet of some sort. But what I don't think people know about YouTube, and the way it works is how addicted you become to a lot of the things or influences or happenings around it. For instance, the first time a video of yours gets a comment, awesome feeling. And the first time you see a significant number, for some it might be 100, for others it might be 10, for some it might be 1,000,000. It differs from person to person. But the first time you see that number, you really want all your stuff to reach that same number. And there's also the matter of subscribers. You might tell yourself that you don't care and that it's not an issue, but deep down, I think most of us really do care. And recently, I had 85 subscribers, and then 2 of them disappeared, or actually more of them disappeared. But it was annoying because I felt like why what have I done wrong? And I do realize that some of the subscribers I lose, yes, it's because I've changed fields with the kind of videos I've made. I've gone from making instructional videos and build videos in The Division and Mass Effect over to more fun and not necessarily gameplay related, but rather content or context related videos. And I enjoy those a lot more. But some people might not like it. But yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles. But these subscribers that I've lost lately, I shook my head and I was like, what have I done wrong? What's going on? Why are they leaving? And finally, I found a tool on my creator page that allowed me to see why they'd gone, and it was YouTube closing old accounts that hasn't been used, and it made me go like, oh, thank God. Which is weird. It was so weird of me to realize that. Why am I so so happy that it was closing accounts. Because it's... Well, yeah, a goal of mine has been to reach 100 subscribers. But, you know, it's a long-term goal. I don't have the the aspirations of becoming the next PewDiePie. I know. I just want to make people happy, like I've said before. So, but the more people I'm able to reach, the more people are able to be happy. So it's kind of connected to that. I think. I'm not gonna be bombastic about it and say that that's what it is, but yeah, that was so weird. Well, yes. One last thing before I leave off. I've probably lost all of you, so I'm probably just ranting to myself here. But I've been thinking about building more and more of my own stuff here, and one of the things I really want to make my own is it's the outro. And I really want something that when people hear it, the 83 of you, when people hear it, they know, ah, yes, I know this tune, and you kind of go, that's a cool tune, and I have a few examples of things I imagine, and one of them would be this. And that's the kind of style I want. You know, I want heavy hitting. I want something that's very recognizable. Almost like when Batista enters the ring in WWE. He doesn't do that anymore, but you know that. You know instantly who it is. You don't even see the guy, but you know who's coming out on that stage. That's kind of what I want from my outro. So, if anybody knows somebody who's good at creating music, I'd be willing to pay. I can't pay a lot, but I'd be willing to pay. And of course there will be credits. There will always be credits in my descriptions or wherever I use it. Yeah. You know, something very recognizable and very akin to me. I don't know. It's just something that goes along with the whole knowing and making your own brand. I'm talking about brand here. I'm not a brand, but creating something that people recognize. So you have those hooks you can connect it to at a later point. But yeah. Any suggestions, gladly listen to them. And holy shit, I've ranted for a long time. Yeah, I should probably call it now. Oh, gods, I went on many tangents. Hope you'll consider leaving a like and a comment, but I know I've lost all of you by now. But as always, guys, keep wild. Keep wild. And stay free. And I'll see you guys in the next one.